Hello, my name is Kenny Lewis, and today on the Lincoln Street podcast, we talk to the seniors about their experiences in Lincoln Street and what they've heard about it. Today, I'm here with
Deshaun
and
Cashy Carter, the Big C.
And how's your guys' day so far?
My day's been going good. What about you?
I'm good. What's up with you, Deshaun?
My day's been going pretty well myself too. For asking.
Okay, anything you guys want to talk about before we get to the main topic at hand?
Not that I can
The gorillas. The 100 men, the gorillas.
100 men versus.
This is what we've been said, bro. This is what I was waiting on the whole time.
100 men.
He's over there signing in the corner. This is what I've been waiting on, bro.
100 men or gorilla? It's obviously the gorilla.
Okay, explain your... No. Keep explaining your facts. Why you...
Okay.
Oh, I'm the only person here that thinks that?
Because
Yes.
listen, a silverback gorilla has 4 times the human muscle density and dexterity, 4 times the bone density as well, 3 times the average size, can bench approximately 1,800 pounds repeatedly. Keep that in mind. And it's a silverback. What happened to Harambe? Let's think about that. There's a reason they had to use a gun and not use their hands.
He's not wrong on that. Okay, no, he's not
It's the
wrong.
modern life, bro. Who would rather take the stroke than killing a gorilla?
But think about it. You think a
Without
human
using
punch,
weapon.
a human
We're not-
punch is gonna damage a gorilla?
Why would they torture a
Okay.
gorilla with killing it, bro?
If we're not using weapons, right? If we can use weapons, we're only going to use sticks and stuff around the battlefield. We're not bringing guns or knives. That's gonna make him more aggressive.
Okay.
A gorilla's backhanding you is crushing your vertebrae.
Yeah, you're
That's
cooked.
what y'all think, bro.
That's gonna be a whole Mortal Kombat
I'm gonna do
finisher.
this, and I'm the only person here, bro.
900 PSI, by the way.
Hey man, that's your fault for bringing up the topic.
Come on, bro.
900 PSI.
Nah, because I thought Carter was on the human side, but we got that, bro.
Unless there's Samoans.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We can take the people, bro.
If you pick the people, then yes, you're losing. But can you choose 100 different people without saying 50 Dwayne The Rock Johnsons?
Because I can think of 100 MMA players I could probably.
Okay, maybe, yeah, but it has to be no copies, straight up people.
Phase Adapt made a list of 100 people, but I'll read this out in the conversation.
You're joking, right? Face Attempt did not make a
15 Florida citizens.
That's true. Then
King Von,
King Von's
Jeff Hardy,
Jeff Hardy.
John Jones,
Definitely.
Kimbo Slice,
Maybe
Pepsi,
Who's Pepsi?
I think 2018 LeBron James,
Okay. 18.
Usain Bolt.
Usain
I
Bolt?
actually said that wrong. Maybe.
You please don't.
Peter Dinklage.
Who was that?
Look him up.
Peter what?
Peter Dinklage.
Dean. Not doing
Peter
Oh,
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage ain't doing any.
Nah, he got that
Phobos,
trust.
Ray Lewis. 15 Taylor Swift fans. Stephen A. Smith. Ron Artis 2005. Brock Lesnar. Bradley Beal. 15 Subaru wrestlers. Hasbulla.
Hasbulla?
10 crackheads.
Oh,
Draymond Green. Dr. Phil.
What is Dr. Phil going to do?
Nate Diaz. 10 Samoans.
Samoans for
Get
sure.
out of there, bro.
Let's get an army of
David
Samoans.
Goggins, Chris Brown, World of T-Shirts, 3 monks, Kevin Gates, Dale Lewis, 5 drunken divorced stepdads,
Okay, that's real.
Bobby Reeves, DS Bilu, Krishan Rock,
Krishan Rock in her prime.
Adam
Blue
Sandler,
Riot,
50
Blue Riot,
Maybe,
Krishan Rock.
maybe.
Blue Riot, Krishan Rock is doing the damn.
Okay, let's say all those people aren't there. Do you think he'd win? The gorilla would win?
Obviously not, because they added people like fucking
Taylor Swift fans.
I'm sorry for probably. Can I get? Nah,
Man, I don't care. It's a school
Probably
podcast. It's fine.
but yeah, bro. So we move on now.
Okay, all right. So let's start off. How long have you guys been going to Lincoln Street for?
2 years now.
I still about like around 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years. Nice. Okay, well, let's start off easy and light. What's your favorite part about Lincoln?
No homework.
No homework.
Same thing. Was that the issue with the girls in C Home?
Not really, but it's just like just the benefit of having homework.
I also feel like the less students is the more one-on-one you get to connect with your teachers.
Focus like on schoolwork more, and not have to worry about having homework.
Okay, fair. That's a good reason. I haven't heard that before. It's genuinely questions, but you know, what's your least favorite part about being upstairs?
Well, I mean, I go to bills, but I would say probably, you know, having teachers that would actually support, help you still work.
Ghetto. That's the whole
Lazy
issue.
teachers,
That's true.
disrespectful teachers sometimes.
The staff are crazy. So.
Crazy stuff. You know, I've never
A couple of females I can't name.
It's like, it's so ghetto that you're gonna have individual beef with more than 3 people. You know, that's a given. I don't know one person there who say, "Oh, I don't like this person from Rose." Even if you don't go, you can be in Farmington and say that. Like that's great.
What's your favorite part about Lincoln Street? No, wait, I already said that. Least favorite part.
Least favorite part about Lincoln Street. Ghetto ants.
But we're not ghetto.
Well, not
okay.
all
It
of us.
depends on the person.
I feel like it's subjective. Like obviously, there's gonna be people here I don't get along with. Well, I'm not gonna actively dislike or name them. And there's people I do get along. And I guess my least favorite part is having classes with the people that I don't partake in.
Yeah,
So being with.
fair enough. Yeah,
And the teachers,
Have to be partnered with them.
yeah, the teachers. Some teachers really get on my nerves. Not gonna name names, but
I
some
think
teachers.
I don't
really.
think you had to name. You didn't need to add that part in.
Hey, all my teachers, to every teacher that listen out here, wait, never mind. Hey, I don't got beef with nobody, bro.
Hey,
Okay.
Pat's best teacher. Pat is often the best teachers.
That's all right. You know what?
Hey, Pat Salford, Nelson, and Kelly are the best teachers, bro.
Exactly.
And Mr. Bruce, the best principal.
Oh, Mr. Bush is a good principal.
And Miss Erickson, the best counselor. And I'm the best student.
Okay, why are we?
Okay, the cap is crazy. All right, let's mute you real quick. Okay, Mr. Brooks, right? Did he speak to you guys about Lincoln Street beforehand?
Yeah.
And he talked about it.
What did he say? If you don't mind saying.
I mean, he talked to me, I don't really remember anything he said, but pretty much like took the weight off my shoulders about coming to a new school. I didn't know nobody. And I was online most of the time, so like this is my first time being back in person in a while. So just like tried to make that comfortable. And he did. It worked. So no, I mean,
He explained how it was more like a collaborative setting, more familial because smaller classrooms, smaller amount of students, more engagement. It was more of a micro learning setting, and it's just like homework 24/7, which disengaged you.
Okay, yeah. Did you have any fears before coming down here?
Yes, it's gonna get ostracized.
what does that mean, bro?
Basically, mean you know if you ever heard the term excommunicado before. The Italians say it basically means you're gonna get excommunicated, which means you're like if you go to Lincoln doesn't have the best public reputation.
Why
from outside.
didn't you just say that then?
Well, that's what ostracized means.
Yeah,
That
he's not
people
wrong.
from outside of Lincoln are going to ostracize you for your
Yeah,
choices.
hate on him, you know.
Yeah, I just don't want to use such vulgar
All right, buddy. You weren't saying that stuff all day.
hidden.
You know, fair enough, because I've heard a few bad things from other students, you know.
There's definitely a stereotype.
Yeah,
Put it on
definitely.
it.
Yeah.
I don't back the stereotype because I don't agree with it. But there's definitely an outside perspective that I feel like it's just alternative schools in general have a stereotype in mind, and the one closest to you is definitely going to be the one that's really forefront with it.
Yeah. Now think about it. Since I came up, what's your least favorite thing that you've heard the students at Groves or see them speak about this place for? Because I've heard people call it like the retarded school, short bus,
Bro,
you
you
know.
can't say that on a podcast, bro.
Mind my language, but the slow school.
Okay.
Some things I can't say if we're PGing this podcast, but I will definitely say it's a school known for having people that like to get around, per se.
And these things have been said. I'm not gonna say them.
Yeah, you know, we keep it PG. But it's not like even about like specific students, you know, it's just like, oh, these people like to get around or they like to cause mischief, quote for quote.
Or druggies, or
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, definitely drugs especially.
I don't like that druggy part. That is crazy. That's the most wildest part about it.
I don't know. I'm so this person.
That's true. I gotta agree. Cash and Carter always say something.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Keep it PG up in here, man. No cap, no nothing. What's another question? Can't think of anything. Y'all got anything else to say? You know, any main points? You know, you guys been here longer than, well, not Carter.
What's your favorite experience at college?
That's a good one. That is actually a good one.
I say we went on like half parties on the end of the year. I don't know, all the parties that we had, Friendsgiving, it just brings us all closer together.
Yeah.
Like I always had a better relationship with other people. I actually have activities. There are activities that make us have to learn about.
Yeah, although it sucks that it's forced, but it is a good way to make, because it is a small school, so it is easy to like get people to talk to each other, but it is also easy for people to just like stay in the background and not speak. So I guess things like this can really help, you know, people get together, you know.
I feel like it really shows what type of person you are, especially in a social setting. Because when you're with such a small group of people, you're like, if you're gonna be expressive, outgoing, then you're probably gonna know, or at least be chill with everybody down here. You know, it's not difficult. Whereas compared to you're more secluded and you like to be more to yourself and left out in your own space, which is perfectly fine, of course. You're definitely, like, if I went to somebody here and I don't feel like I've ever talked to them, then I'm going to believe that person respects their own space. And of course, there's going to be a time that person might talk to you. That's cool. But it also helps you understand the individual boundaries some people may have without it being stereotyped.
Of course, yeah. And I just thought of this one for sure. What do you think this school could give people more opportunities than Groves or Seaholm?
I believe it gives more of an opportunity in terms of individualism, especially with individual learning, individual career building, and just personal, you know, soft skills that you want to developing as. Whereas obviously public school has its own benefits in comparison to alternative school. Equally as you can say alternative school has its own alternative benefits than a public school might have. So it's kind of applicable for both settings, and it depends on what you personally need. Because that's why it's called alternative, because it's an alternative option for your own personal benefits and interests.
Of course. If you could tell one person that's from Groves or Seaholm that is going to get transferred down here, what would you tell them to like ease the stress of it?
We're not druggies.
Keeping an open mind, you know. Just like at least even when I first came down here, I was definitely secluded. I always like, some of these people are weird, a bit odd, and I'll admit some people down here were characters, but that doesn't mean they were odd. Like at the end of the day, I get along with pretty much everyone down here. I've talked to everyone at least once, twice, and conversate with different people as much as possible. And while everybody is definitely their own character, being your own individual isn't stereotypically a bad thing.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I think this is a great spot to end it off. Thank you, Deshaun and Carter, for your time. And tune in next time, because maybe we'll find more interesting people.
And that's our outro.
Cash Carter.
Oh shit, my fault. Oh.